Hello, this is Jamie with Creations Misfit, and today I'm going to show you how to make a very easy and quick bulky baby beanie. So today I will be showing you 6 to 12 months. This one is 0 to 3 months. This is what I originally made for my niece's baby, and I will have a video for that. And then this is a 3 to 6 months, and I'll have a video for that. And I will also have 12 to 18 months, a child size, and an adult size. So I will put all of those links in the description box below if you need a different size. But today I'm going to show you 6 to 12 months. So let's go ahead and find out what we need. I'm going to be using a yarn. This one is discontinued, but I use a size 5 bulky yarn, and we're going to need about 60 yards of that. And then we will need an 8mm hook, a pair of scissors, and a yarn needle to sew in our ends. And if you don't have a size 5 yarn, you can use a size 6, but maybe go down a hook size to like a size 7, just so it's not too bulky. And if you only have size 4 yarn, you can hold 2 pieces together, and that will equal about what we're going to do today. So for this hat, the height is going to be about 6.5 to 7.5 inches, and the circumference will be about 16 to 18 inches. All right, and then if you want to put a faux fur pom or make a yarn pom for yourself, or just, like this one, I didn't even put a pom on it yet, you can just keep it as a beanie as well. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. This works up really quickly because of the bulky yarn, and it's a really easy pattern. So we are going to start with a magic circle. And first of all, I just want to say, I know that I sound nasally. I have to make a disclaimer in every video because somebody always says something about it. It's just my voice right now. I have sinus issues for years and years, working on it, but this is what I sound like. So if it's too annoying for you, you can put me on mute. I will have all of the instructions written on the screen. And also, if I'm going too quickly or too slowly for you, you can go ahead and change the speed in your settings, and you can either speed the video up or slow it down. Also, you can always just pause the video, do what you need to do, and then start over again. Okay, so just a few options for you. And from here, we are going to start with a magic circle. And if you need more help with that, I do have a video for it that will go over it a little bit more slowly, and I'll put a card right here. You can click on that, learn it, and come back. You can also just chain 4 and slip stitch into the first chain if you'd rather, but this is how I do my magic circle. I love it. It works out every time pretty well for me. So I put my yarn over 3 fingers here and then wrap it around and make an X on the other side. I hold it down with my pinky, go under this first piece and over this one, and just kind of pull up and twist a little bit. And from there, we're going to chain 1. So I just go underneath this piece here to do my chain 1. And there is your magic circle. But like I said, if you need more time, I'll also have the link in the description box below, or you can chain 4, slip stitch to the very first chain, and you will also have a circle to work in. And from here, we're going to chain up 1 more because we need to chain 2 to start. This does not count as a stitch. And from here, we will do round 1. So we're going to do 12 double crochet right inside your magic circle. All right, so we'll do 1, 2, 3. Oops. I suppose you could do this on your own. So I'm going to go ahead and do mine off camera. Just do your 12 inside the circle, and I will meet you right back. You can just pause the video. Okay, I finished my 12, and then we're going to close up our circle by just pulling on this string. Also, if you're working on your stitches and your circle feels like it's getting out of control, you can always just pull on this to tighten it up a little bit. Just don't close it until you're all the way done. All right, and then we'll pull it closed. And we have 12 stitches, and we're going to slip stitch into the top of the very first stitch. Now make sure that you've counted and that you have 12 and that you're not going into, sometimes this chain 2 that we did in the beginning will look like a stitch, but we want to make sure we're going into the top of our very first double crochet. Okay, and that's where you're at. And if any time this feels like it's opening a little bit, just pull it tight, and we will, you can just tie that in at the end. Okay, so for round 2, we're going to chain up 2, and we are going to increase in every stitch around. So that just means 2 double crochet in every stitch around, starting with this very first stitch where our chain is. So you just go into that stitch and do your double crochet, and then we're going to go back into that very same stitch and do another double crochet. And we'll do that in every stitch around, 2 double crochet, and at the end of round 2 you will have 24 stitches. So you can put the video on pause, and I'll see you at the end of round 2. And at the end of round 2 we will slip stitch to the top of the first double crochet, and it should look something like this. Sorry if you hear wind. It is really cold and snowy and windy here today. How's your guys' weather? We're like in the negatives. Okay, chain up 2 for round 3, and we're going to do a double crochet in that very first stitch, and then we will increase in the next. So we'll do 2 double crochet in the next stitch. And that's going to be your repeat pattern all the way around. You'll do 1 double crochet, and then in the next stitch we will do 2 double crochet. So just keep repeating that all the way around. You will end with an increase, and at the end of round 3 we will have 36 stitches. And I'll see you after round 3. End of round 3, we will slip stitch to the first double crochet, and you should have 36 stitches. Okay. So for rounds 4 through 8, we are going to chain up 1, and then we're going to just do 1 double crochet in every stitch around for 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then you will slip stitch when you get to the end of the round and chain up 2 and start again. So I'm just going to stay on for a minute and say thanks for watching. And if you are subscribed to my channel, I appreciate you so much. Thank you. If you're not, I'd love to have you. I have a ton of videos, like almost 200 videos up at this point, with different patterns and stitch videos, yarn hauls. Every so often I do giveaways, but mostly patterns, and I have a little bit of everything. I have plushies and decor and scarves and hats and gloves and fingerless gloves and mermaid scale gloves and I don't know, coffee cozies, like all different kinds of things, pumpkins, damn it dolls, ghosts, you know. Just, I would love for you to check those out if there's something else you're interested in making. And also, if you make this, I would love to hear how it worked out for you. If you could please leave a comment below and let me know what yarns you used, who you made it for, colors, what parts you found easy or more difficult. I love to read everybody's comments. I do get back to everybody. And it also helps. YouTube like pushes your videos out, you know, so more people can see them, the more engagement you have. So unfortunately we have to kind of adhere to that with the algorithm, but any kind of like, comment, subscription always helps my videos get seen by more people, and then I can keep making content and hopefully help people learn more about crochet. So thanks so much for being here, and I do hope that you check out some of my other ones as well. All right, so we're coming up to the end of round 4 here. And then I'll let you do the other ones by yourself. If yours is starting to fold this way, you can just turn it, fold it the other way. All right, so let's slip stitch here. That's the end of round 4. Chain up 2, and then we will do 5, 6, 7, and 8 by ourselves, and I'll meet you back after 8. All right, I'm coming up to the end of round 8 here. We're going to slip stitch and finish up our round. I just want to say also, every child obviously is different. So sometimes, you know, you'll make this and you'll be like, oh no, it's too small, it's too big. You can adjust, you know, if your child doesn't need something as long here, you can just take out one of these last rows that we did, maybe just do 4 through 7, or if you feel like we're going to do 2 more rounds. So, just keep that in mind. But if you need a little bit more, maybe you can do 1 more round of this or 1 more of the last 2 rounds. So you can definitely adjust your hook size, or maybe go to the smaller 3 to 6 months or the larger 12 to 18 months. All right, so from here, on this very first one that I made, for the 0 to 3 months, I changed color down here because, sorry if you could hear that, it's my neighbor's garage door under me. I just thought it would, change it up a little bit because I was doing solid colors. For this one, I did not change the last 2 rows because I just thought it was fine with the variegated yarn. So for this pink one, I think I'm going to do white on the bottom just to change it up since it's solid. But you can just keep going with what you have. It doesn't matter either way, but I'm going to change it up and do white. So I'm just going to cut my pink yarn here and add in my white. So if you want to do that, feel free. And for that, I'm just going to put my white yarn in. And then we're going to start round 9, we're going to chain up 2. So I'll just chain 2 with my white and I'll pull my pink behind me. So, or I'll just tie it in later. So for rounds 9 and 10, we are going to do front post and back post double crochet. And it's really easy. It's just a regular double crochet, but you're just going to do it in a different spot. So normally we would do our double crochet here into the stitches. Sorry about that garage door. We're going to do, or we would normally do them into the stitches, but for this round, to give it some texture, we're going to go around the post. So here's one post, here's another, here's another. We're just going to do our double crochet around that. So the first one we will do is a front post. And now this is, also you should have a straight seam in the back if you've been going into the very first stitch each round. So it should look like that. But this is our chain 2 from the round before. So we're not going to go around that. We're going to go around this very first post here and just do a double crochet. So yarn over and then go around the post. You go in through the front and come out through the front. And then just yarn over and pull up a loop. You'll have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2, just like you normally would. I'm just going to let these go in the back here. I'm going to tie it so it doesn't come loose, and then I will tie those in after we're done. All right, so for the next one, we're going to do a back post double crochet. So you're going to yarn over, and then the best way I do it is I just turn my work. Oh, I have a piece of hair there. I turn my work, and we're gonna go in through the back and out through the back. Okay, so you're still just going around the post, but I go in through the back and out through the back, and then just do your double crochet. And it does feel a little awkward doing the back post when you first start if you're not familiar with it. I do have a video for front and back post. If you need a little bit more time learning it, I will put a card here. You can click on that. I'll also have it in the description box below, the link. But I'll show you one more time each the front and the back post. So we're going to yarn over and we'll go for the front. We're going to go in through the front and out through the front. And then just do your double crochet. And then for the back post, I mean, you can do it any way you want. Some people do it, you don't have to turn your work. You can just go in through the back, out through the back, and do it like that. Or you can turn. I mean, once you get going, it's just, it's, I was going to say it's just quick. But yeah, I mean, sometimes I don't turn it, I guess, once I start going. Just front post, back post, front post, back post. So you're going to do that all the way around for this round. And then we're going to do the same thing for the next one. But I'll meet up with you after round 9. Okay? And I'll see you right back. All right, I'm at the end here. I just want to let you know that you will have you'll end up with a back post because we had 36 stitches, so it's even. So you will end up with a back post. And then we're just going to slip stitch into the very first double crochet that we made. Okay, I think that's wrong. I think I need to go into the top of this. Sorry. Okay, yeah. Make sure you're going into the top of the first front post that you did. All right, so from here we're just going to do one more round of the same thing. You're going to chain up 2, and now our front posts are going to go around the front post from before, and your back posts will go around the back post from the rounds that we just did. So it's a little bit easier to see. So we'll just go around this post and do our front post, and then we're going to go around the back post to do our back post. and that will be your repeat pattern. And you may need to do this round one more time if you want, if you feel like you need it a little bit longer, but I'm just going to do this last round, which is round 10, and I will see you after round 10. Okay, and once again, you will end with a back post double crochet, and then slip stitch to the top of the first stitch. I chain one and then just leave a little tail and cut your yarn so that you can sew that in, and then there's your hat. And from here, if you want to put on like a pom, I might do a single white one, or maybe I think I have another white one, so I'll probably do two like I did with that first one. But there's your hat. So I hope that this worked out for you. Please let me know in the comments below how you liked it. Like I said, please like, comment, subscribe. I'd love to have you on my channel. Please check out some other videos. If you make this and you're on Instagram or TikTok, you can tag me at Creations Misfit. I'm there on both of those, and I'd love to see your project. So hopefully we will see you in the next one, and maybe some older videos as well. And I will talk to you then. Have a great day, and thank you so much for being here. Bye.